Okay, I am back for a slightly shorter video if all goes well. You know me, I tend to talk too much and too loud and too much and too everything. Too boring, too full of random facts and trivia. But it's fun. So Sock Monkey's boys are truly starting to, fully unfold. They're a little over 24 hours old now. They're clearly thriving and doing well. It is so funny, right? The first babies, I'm like panicked. I watch them all night, everything else. The second babies, you start to relax a little bit. By this fourth set of twins, I had to think about that. I'm kind of like, well, they hit the ground, they're good, they're looking great, and we're just going to leave them alone. Doesn't mean I don't love them any less. It just means that I'm not quite as panicked. And despite the fact I've been doing this for 12 years, yes, the first, kidding season for me is kind of a little anxiety ridden until we get back into the flow of things. And then it becomes very exciting and happy and joyful. And that's where we're at, is just happy and joyful. Look at the boys here coming to visit our confined baby. They know each other. They look and see, he can stretch, he can do what he wants, and we want that, right? So this is our baby that needs his leg to heal. We want him to use that leg. We want him to strengthen it, right? We want him to not atrophy, but at the same time, we need him to stop being a crazy baby goat. So that is why he's confined. But I'm glad he was able to show you that he can and does indeed have plenty of room to still have fun and be a baby goat. So back to Sock Monkey's boys. We haven't really had a chance to introduce them. So these boys are quite similar looking, but slightly different in color. And it's hard for you to tell with the red light, I know. But the guy with the floppy ear, who was born first, he is a darker brown with just a hint of black tips on some of those brown spots, like right toward the bottom of his hooves. Whereas the second baby born, the one with the two straight ears, who seems to be pushing everybody around, he is what we would call a broken buckskin. He has a black stripe running down the nape of his neck. You can see it perfectly there on this fabulous brown tan. It's lighter than that darker brown. He's going to be very similar in coloration to Sock Monkey with that beige-ish look. And that black on the nape of the neck, as it grows in, is going to drape over that brown and just very similar to Sock Monkey, just be striking. They both have brown eyes. So there we are with that. At least I believe so. I have to always double check them, triple check them, because sometimes eye colors change. But for now, they're both brown-eyed. And they are quite content to be with each other, to explore their pen. Mom is taking care of them quite well after she got over her initial shock of having babies. And I'm quite proud of this little situation. Persephone and her kids you've met before, so we're going to skip them. And it's really hard to see Misty's kids right now. They're still pretty folded up. They're not a day old yet. In fact, they're not even half a day old yet, right? They're really just brand new. And so they're using the heat lamp, or they're tucked in with mama. So we will get a better look and feel for them tomorrow as they unfold. But the girl is flashy, very similar to our little doeling out here from Ren. She's brown, she's black, she's white, she's got spots, she's real flashy. And our little boy is very much a mirror image of Misty, where he's got some spots on his eyes, a few spots on his legs, but he's mostly white. And for those that don't know, white is a color that tends to be preferable for show goats because it tends, not always, tends to be a silkier, finer fiber. Again, not always. Sock Monkey's fiber, which is not white at all, is silky smooth and just as fine and just as sheen, has just as much sheen. It's just kind of a known thing where the darker colors can be more coarse in terms of their texture. Not always, and we're getting away from that as a breeding organization, which I love, right? Everybody's breeding improvements, and we have lots of solid black goats that are master champions, that are grand champions. So, you know, that belief that a color on a goat means you're going to have coarse hair is really sort of outdated, but it can happen, and so I do mention it. But all our little guys are doing great, and I can say little guys pretty confidently because we've got 8 boys, 2 girls. If you're a goat breeder, you know my pain. If you're not a goat breeder, it's okay. We'll talk about it at some point. But yeah, all the babies are doing fantastic. Our older guys are having snacks. Are you having snacks? I absolutely love when the baby goats eat. They're just so funny. Oh, you're talking. See, and they're nursing just fine. Sock Monkey's letting them nurse just fine. And the best part about this is we're about to get some warm up weather tomorrow. Well, it'll already be past, but at the time of this recording, tomorrow will be the first day of spring, and it might actually feel like spring. So yay for that. All right. Hopefully this afternoon, if the sun comes out and warms up above freezing, right now it's still pretty cold, we'll be able to open that pasture door and let these guys out and let them do some running. But if not, I think tomorrow's the day where we can give everybody a run for the money. And frankly, tomorrow might be enough for these 2 to come out and play for a little while. For a little while. Overnight, I'm still going to confine them so they have a guaranteed heat lamp, right? We're still cold enough overnight that I want our youngest to still have their heat sources and to still be toasty-oasty. But yeah, first day of spring, Misty's kids should be unfolded. Everybody else will be looking good. Persephone's kids will be on day 3 of their week-long confinement. So heck, it goes so fast, it's almost over, and they are clearly no worse for the wear. In fact, they're probably happy that they have access to all this. Hey, look at him. He's such a funny goat. You're such a funny goat. And then the rest of these knuckleheads are doing what baby goats do, especially baby boy goats. Let's headbutt each other. And here's my little doeling who's hanging out with me today. Are you hanging out with me? All right. I will see you guys at the next one. We'll keep you updated and keep you with plenty of watch time for a bunch of baby goats. Don't bounce. Oh, here comes my little funny guy. You are the funniest guy in the world. You have the best personality. And there you go. There is a perfect ending. Bye for now.